morning, y'all. Good morning. It is, what is today? Today's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. How's it already Wednesday, y'all? Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Nikki. Good morning, Trudy. Good morning, y'all. Coffee tastes good. So drinking it's like a coconut crunch kind of coffee. So it's pretty good. Let me grab that quilt block behind us because we're going to continue that quilt block today. And just so y'all know, I got a little trouble yesterday because my husband's like, weren't you supposed to be binding quilts? So guess what we're doing next week, y'all? We are binding quilts next week because I have got lots and lots of quilts to bind. So we're going to be binding quilts next week. That way we can get all those quilted. I'll get them all listed. I'm going to drop off the, so we're going to continue this battle today. We're going to continue this today. So we'll go back through and work on doing this quilt square again. Good morning, Irie. How you doing this morning? Good morning, Gracie. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. So, but I think we can get it because we got 7 more blocks to do. We got 7 more blocks to do and we can get those all stitched together and we're going to do a chain stitch. We're going to do a chain stitch on those. So good morning, y'all. We ready to have some fun? Good morning, Colstad. Good morning, Pat. Good morning, Baxter. Good morning, Martha. Good morning, Miss Tammy. You doing any craft fairs, Colstad? I haven't talked to you in a while. How's Miss Baxter doing this morning? Good morning, guys. Good morning. Can I have some love today? Having a tough time. Yes, of course, we can send you some love today, Grace. Let's send Miss Grace some love today, y'all. We want to send some good vibes over to Miss Grace. So I am good, Baxter. I am good. We are going to be doing, good morning, Peggy. Good morning. So like I said, we're going to be working on that quilt block today. I'm going to show you how it's lined out. Here. And then what we're going to do is I have them all clipped. So I have all of them all clipped. So what we're going to do is we're going to get them all clipped and I'm going to lay out the one. That way you guys can see exactly what we're stitching together. Let me get another drink of coffee because like I said, we're going to see how many we can get stitched today. So hope everybody over on YT is doing good today too. We're going to have a good day. I've decided. I feel pretty good today. I should knock on wood, but I actually feel pretty good today. And every day get to feel a little bit better. So that's a good thing. That is a good thing. So we're going to go back over to sewing. And I'm not moving my camera today. I broke my camera yesterday and we're not moving that camera today. So we're going to leave the camera where it's at. So what we're going to do is I am going to show y'all. Good morning, Shannon. Yes, thank you. So I'm going to show y'all what we're going to do. So again, I have all these already all clipped. While I was sitting having coffee with my husband this morning, I sat and got all these prepared. So as you can see, they're all clipped and ready. So we're going to stitch all of them at one time, y'all. But I want to show y'all what we're going to stitch. So this is this block that we're working on. So I'll grab this. So this block right here is what we're going to do. Okay. So I'm going to take, we need a 4x4 is what we need. We need a 4x4 patch. So this right here is what we've got going here. We've got a bunch of these. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to stitch. Very cool. Shannon, I'm telling you, the YT is a great view, is it not? Did they figure out what caused your, not yet, Baxter. I have a doctor's appointment today. And I think I'm going to request to go to the cardiologist. So thank you, Deidre. How are you this morning, Miss Deidre? Good morning, Edwina. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Joanna. Good morning, Easy Breezy. Good morning, Lynn. Good morning, guys. Okay, So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take and we're gonna sew all these 4x4s together. Okay. Like I said, we're gonna streamline this today. We're gonna see if we can get all the squares and get it pieced. Then then I'll quilt it, and then I'm not allowed to make another quilt until we get them all binded. So you'll find out because I'm gonna take a picture of all the quilts that I need binded, y'all. Binding is my nemesis, y'all. I know I can do it fairly easy now, but I still don't much care for binding. So good morning, Bonnie. Good morning, good morning. So needless to say, we're gonna go over here, and I'm probably gonna ramble. Probably gonna be rambling over here, but I'm gonna ramble as I stitch. How about that? Ramble as I stitch. So if I missed your comments, I apologize if I missed your comments. Let's see. Isn't it pretty colors? Good morning, guys. And y'all, let's see how many taps we can get. Let's get tapping today. We need to see how many taps. Good morning, Gloria. We can see how many taps we can get today. So we're going to come over to the sewing machine. Oops. I'll bring all these. Bring my butter bowl. Bring my butter bowl over here. Put these back here. These here. And I get my starter and my stopper. My starter and my stopper. And we want to move that to the middle. Okay. So like I said, we're just going to start stitching. Because what we'll do is we'll stitch the one side. Once we get that stitch, we'll go ahead and give them a press. And then go stitch the other side. I enjoy doing this. Once you get your blocks all cut out, you get them all cut out and then you get them all lined up. And because you make your one or two of the blocks so you know exactly what you're doing. Once you figure that out, then you come in here and you just start stitching. You're like, okay, let's get all these lined up. Because I like quilts that piece together quickly. That's why I love the X-Block. The X-Block is one of my favorite quilts to do because it stitches together so quickly. And I think once we figured this one out yesterday, it went a lot quicker because that first block we did took about an hour and a half. And then we did that second block, it only took about 30 minutes. So we're going to see if we can get the remaining 7 blocks done in our time frame. We're going to see if we can get those done. I think we can. I got faith. We can do this, y'all. And then we're going to see what it looks like because I'm kind of excited to see this one. Laser's like, let me in. Not letting you in. I tell you, he's gotten on me. If he would just lay down, play, whatever. But no, he likes to come try and knock me over, so. And yesterday found out when I went to go out to feed the chickens found out what he was barking at. Javelinas. There was javelinas out there. They had gotten into my trash, so I ended up having to pick up trash. I told you I was going to sit here and ramble. It takes 2 4x4s, or four blocks square. We're gonna say 4. I don't know. How about a 4 patch? Not a 9 patch, a 4 patch. So it takes 2 of those to do this square. So you have, these are 5-inch squares that we're stitching together. 2 opposite squares. So you got 2 colors of one square, 2 colors of another square, stitching them together. And then once we get those stitched together, we're going to take a 2-inch strip, 2 different colors of 2 different fabrics there. And then we're going to stitch 1 fabric around 1 square, and then we're going to stitch 1 fabric around another square. Once we get all that done, so I think we're going to be able to do this today. I think. It's my goal. We're going to see how well my goal works today. So these are 5-inch squares, y'all. Happy Wednesday to y'all. Happy Wednesday. We're going to have a good day. I was able to accomplish a few things at work yesterday. I'm pretty proud of myself. Great teamwork with my team. Just keep stitching. And y'all, as a reminder, so I have a new series out. There's 3 books of it out. Go check it out on the Rainforest. Just search my name on the Rainforest. You'll see it. There's 3 books in the series. It's available on Kindle and physical book. And y'all, I think I've outdone myself. Literally think I have outdone myself on these because I know the first ones were, I liked the first ones. Don't get me wrong. I liked the first ones, but I think I'm getting better. I think I'm getting better on these books. So if you haven't, if you're looking for a new series to read, there's 3 of them out in the series so far. And I'll be working on that 4th one. So trust me, the ideas are in my head that just keep rolling. So, and I figure it's like, as long as they're rolling, we're going to keep going with it. So. I can try and let him in and see if it's going to be good. He is really wanting in. We're going to try it maybe. A few more to go here. Takes 2 of the 4 patches for each square, so you got a lot of squares to sew together. So once we get these done, we'll give them a press. Try to make sure they're straight, but I'm dropping that quilt off today for the fair too. So I'm kind of curious what comments I'm gonna get because it'll be interesting. Actually, I'm just gonna laugh. I'm like, ha. Just laugh. Oh, funny. Okay, one more. One more, guys. One more. Okay, back over here. They can. Cynthia's like, ah. Good morning. Good morning. So, Miss Queen of Pie sent me pictures of her block yesterday. I'm excited that y'all are trying the blocks. I'm excited that y'all are trying the blocks. What did I do with my pink thing? Probably dropped it on the floor, put it somewhere. Who knows? There. That's not it. That's not it. Who knows? Who knows? One of these days I'm going to be organized. As I say. Good morning, Annie. That's okay, Queen of Pies. That is okay, because guess what? We'll just keep making them. So I decided today that we're going to just go ahead and get a whole quilt pieced. We're going to go ahead and get a whole quilt pieced. So we're doing 7 more blocks. I think I've actually got 8 here, but that's okay. Because we need 9 blocks. 9 blocks, y'all. Good morning, Amy. How are you? Good morning, good morning. And I fixed my camera from yesterday. So, I need to turn the iron on. Turn the iron on. I have some fun thread that we're going to quilt this with too. Check this out, guys. Is that not fun? Where are we at here? That's going to be some fun thread to quilt this with. Right? And Cynthia, oh my gosh, y'all, I am so excited for Cynthia. She's good. It is not. It is Philtech. Philtech, where are we at? There we go. It's Philtech's on there. So, isn't it pretty? Cynthia, is that going to be a sewing room? She sent me a she shed, I think. I'm excited for her. How exciting. I'm excited. Cynthia's getting the she shed. That is so exciting. Early birthday gift. Well, that is an awesome birthday gift, Cynthia. That is an awesome birthday gift. That's very sweet. Good morning, Melinda. Good morning, guys. Okay, so what we're doing is we're getting these squares put together. Anybody that missed it yesterday, this is the square we're doing. So what we're doing is we're going to go ahead and create the rest of these squares this morning. And get a quilt pieced. I have faith. We're going to get it pieced today. I'm already going to start packing things up so they don't activate. Right? Awesome. I wished I was there. Deb, don't worry. I'm going to show you right now how to do this. That's what we're doing right now. So, okay, turn the fan on. Hold on. Fan. He quit barking. Okay, what happened here? He's out there walking around. Okay, so it's okay because we're gonna go over it again. So we're gonna go back to the cutting table. So what we're gonna do is we have these 2 squares, and I just went and stitched all of them together. So this is what we're doing. We're making a 4 patch, y'all. So Miss Amy, I'll send you a picture. It's the Western one. That I quilted with the throw on the back of it. Ooh, a black and white one would be cool, Annie. A black and white one would be cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to press all these seams open, y'all. We're going to press all these seams open and then stitch them together. So this is what we're going to do for a little bit. Da-doom. Da-doom. Who likes to iron? Anybody like to iron? I'm so excited for you, Cynthia. I am so excited for you. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. And y'all, if y'all are watching and not following, give us a follow. Give us a follow. We're on here Monday through Friday, 4:30 to 6:30 in the morning, Arizona time, y'all. So give us a follow. Give us a follow there. Grab the flips. And just as a reminder, guys, when you're pressing these and you lay them out and you need to go back and stitch, I always do this. I lay them out exactly how they're supposed to be, and then I flip them. That way I know it's going to be correct. And then I line up those seams. Make sure you line those seams up and give it a clip. Give it a clip. Hubby's even to go in to get that rack. Oh my gosh, how Cynthia. Oh my gosh, you're getting spoiled. You're getting spoiled. That is exciting. That is exciting. Yes, thank you, Miss Amy. Yeah, let's try and get out there. Y'all, I am so close to 10,000. So close to 10,000. I still want to get there. We were on a roll for a while of growing followers, and then all of a sudden we just hit a wall. I don't know what happened. But let's see if we can get out there, guys. See if we can get out there. We're only a few hundred from it, so. Did you use scissors on the edges of your square? So no. So this actually I got it was a charm pack I actually got off of the lovely tea place. You go down a wormhole on that place because they're like, oh, you can get this for like $2. I'm like, ugh. And then you end up getting a few of them. So that's where these came from. I have a few of them that I got off there. So. Yeah, and that's why it's got the rigid edge. You don't need the rigid edge on the side of it, so. Pressing those seams open, y'all. Pressing those seams open. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Mima. How are you? Good morning. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. We are creating this quilt today. We created the block yesterday. Still don't know what the name of the block is. Still have yet to figure that one out. Like I said, if we don't find a name for it, we just may name it ourselves. We might end up naming it ourselves there, so. Getting all these pressed and then clipped, and then we'll go back to the sewing machine, get them all stitched. Like I said, I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to get this piece this morning. I got faith. I got faith. We're going to be able to do it, so. We're going to see how fast we can stitch. See how fast we can stitch here. Really liking the fabric. Really liking the fabric choices because I like pink, I like purple, I like the green. Thanks for joining, Lori. Thanks for joining. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us this morning. Like I said, we're creating this quilt. Right now we got a 4-patch going, and this square, you need 2 of the 4 patches, and then we got 2.5 or 2-inch strips, not 2.5. Be careful there. 2-inch strips that go around the edge. 2-inch strips that'll go around the edge there. So. Is there one that'll do 5-inch squares, Cynthia? Is there an AccuQuilt die for 5-inch squares? If so, we may have to find one. Thanks for the follows, y'all. Thanks for the follows, and thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out with us. Laser wants in. Good morning, Linda. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hold on, I'm gonna be nice and let him in. I know it's probably a mistake, but better be good. Or are you gonna go back outside? He's probably gonna be like, well, guess what? I'm not. There he goes. You will go back outside. Oh yes, he likes to talk back. He likes to talk back. Thanks for the heart, me. You can go right back outside. Travis can. No. No. We're going to see if that'll work. I wish there was a decoder, Amy. Be like, what do you want? No. We're going to see if that works. Hopefully. So my daughter-in-law told me something about putting coins in a aluminum can. And he does not much care for it. They are a mess. They are a mess. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for hanging out, y'all. He said, we're giving these all a press. Does he? Oh my gosh. Does he? Linda, he has probably 15 chew toys hanging around the house. He's got lots of chew toys. Lots and lots of chew toys. Thanks for the heart me, guys. Thanks for the heart me. Lori, he is a Pomsky. He is a Pomsky. He is half Pomeranian and half Husky. If I can catch him, I'll show you here in a minute. He is fun. He is fun. I'll show you here. And I know he just wants to play. I know that's what it is. Come here. Come here. It's funny. His favorite toy is a sit. Here, sit. Do you want it? Come here. Come here. Oh, fine. I got him a treat. He's like, He's like, where's the treat? Where's the treat? Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's the husky and the barking. Oh my gosh. I've never had a dog that barked. Never had a dog that barked, but oh my gosh, does he like to bark? He's like, roof, 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 roof. And then, like I said, we got him that bark box. They are, Lori. They're definitely. Do you want this? Here, sit. Sit. Come here. I'm not Well, you're gonna have to let me pick you up before I give you the treat. I'm gonna show you guys. You can say hi, Blazer. You can say hi. Do you want to say hi? Do you want to say hi? Yeah, I think he's got a mixture between both of them, y'all. He has definitely got a mixture between both of them, so. He's sitting there staring at me. Are you going to give me my treat? Let me pick you up. Lining those seams up. Lining those seams up, y'all. Yeah, I'm going to have to get my footstool over, or my stool back over here so he can hop up on it again, huh? He likes to supervise when we cut. It's like, what are you doing? I want to see what you're doing. Are you doing it correctly? Are you doing it correctly? Are you doing it correctly? Come here. Come here. Come here. No, go ahead. I know, right? It's funny. Good morning, Ladina. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Who's ready for transfer day tomorrow? We've got some cool transfers. We have some cool transfers in. Right? He's not letting me catch him to show you guys this morning. He's being a pill. He's being as normal. He's like, sorry, Mom. You're not doing that. Yes, we have some fun transfers. I know, right, Cynthia? He's like, okay, I'm good. Now that I'm watching and making sure you're doing it correctly. That's what it looked like. He's like, completely what it looked like, so. Oh, that's funny. Ah. Get these all pressed. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. Like I said, if you're hanging out this morning and you're not giving us a follow, give us a follow, y'all. Thanks for the heart me. Thank you, Al. Appreciate it. Give us a follow and come watch us in the mornings. Monday through Wednesday, we're sewing. Monday through Wednesday, we're sewing. So, and then Thursdays, we do transfers, and Friday is Fabric by the Yard, y'all. Look how close we are to 10,000. Miss Cynthia posted it. That's how close we are to 10,000, y'all. Good morning, Christy. I am good. How are you? I am good. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm actually feeling pretty good today, so. No. No. Glad to hear, Miss Christie. Glad to hear. Thank y'all for hanging out, and thanks for tapping, y'all. I want to see if we can hit 100K today. Let's see if we can hit 100K taps today. I think we can. I got faith. That helps us get out there more, y'all. That helps us get out there more. I like to grow our community. Yes, Blazer is the dog's name. That is his name. And as soon as I can catch him, I'll show you him. He likes, when you try to get him, he thinks that you're going to play with him, and then you run around the house in circles. It's kind of humorous. Kind of humorous if you think about it, but. That's your last. Huh. Very cool, Lori. We're almost to the end of pressing these, and then we'll go back over to the sewing machine. That one didn't get sewed very straight, but it'll still work. It's okay. Thanks for sharing, guys. Good morning, Miss Nancy. How are you? I love all my Nancys. I think we have 4 Nancys now. Isn't it cool you meet people from the same area and you're like, wow, I'm right there in the same area you are, and you don't even realize it. So, I don't know. I'm excited because all y'all are, the most of y'all are from the other side of the United States. Because like I said, I'm in Arizona. And it's so cool to have all of these friends from all over the world, really. So, which is cool. This is very cool because we have people from everywhere in here. I always like it. We have a few ladies that join from Australia every once in a while, which is kind of cool. Glad to hear, Miss Nancy. Glad to hear. Good morning, Peggy. Did you get... Which, Peggy... Let me go look, because I think, hold on. Did I send you an eye, Peggy? Because I sent out all packages. About 17 years ago, I made 4 throws for my family. Very cool, Lori. Very cool. That's exciting. So if you hang out and watch, I like to do quilts that are quick. I like to do quilts that are quick that you can make really, really quickly. So I like to do ones that that you can do pretty much get pieced in a day. If you can sit and stitch for the day, you can get it pieced in a day. Then all you got to do is quilt it. On some of them anyway. Some of the ones that I show you, got mine yesterday and I loved all the, hey, yay, Miss Jimmy Gal. So if packages are, some packages, it takes a while. So like I said, I didn't get them shipped out till Wednesday because I was in the hospital. So needless to say, I was a little delayed on shipping. So. And I do have, I think, 4 that didn't complete the invoice. So I'll have to go look and see right quick. I'm excited. Excited. We had some fun fabric last time. And we still have new fabric this time too. So due to MS, I can't do what I used to, but I can still craft. Awesome, Lori. Awesome. So if you notice on when I stitch, I don't use a presser foot. I just use the button on the machine. So if you might happen to have a sewing machine that just has a button. Good morning, Miss Cassie. Good morning. Well, I appreciate you hanging out and watching us, Miss Lori. I appreciate you hanging out and watching us. Got one more set here. Absolutely, Lori. And also the replays are on YT. I'm live on YT and TT at the same time. So if you search my name on YT, you can find all the replays also, Miss Lori. And always, if you have questions afterwards and you didn't get to comment during, send me a message. I'll answer them for you too, Lori. Okay, so those are all stitched. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take those back to the sewing machine and we'll get those stitched. We'll get those stitched. Oh, how cool is that, Lori? That is cool. So she's saying she's 60 now, and my gram was a seamstress all her life. She taught me what I know now. So I'll tell you right now, Miss Lori, I am not a seamstress. I am not a seamstress at all. I don't make clothes. So, but I do make all kinds of crafts. So I love to make crafts. It is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. So that is what I like to do. And like I said, I'm in Arizona. We have fun stitching Monday through Wednesday, and then Thursdays are transfer days, and Friday is Fabric by the Yard days. So yes, very nice to meet you too, Miss Lori. Very nice. And if I could catch him, I would introduce you to Blazer. Blazer, yes, I know. So we're going to go back over to the sewing machine. Get a drink of coffee, y'all. Okay, back over here. So I need to grab the bucket of clips. Bucket of clips. So now what we're going to do is, like I said, we flipped these. And that's the nice thing, because when you get back over to your sewing machine, you're like, oh, which side was I supposed to stitch? Well, being you have a clip on that side, you know which side you're supposed to flip. So you're good to go. So now we'll just keep stitching. Pull that clip off. Make sure it's straight here. And again, pulling this over here. Like I said, I figured out that clip thing a while back, and I'm like, oh, that makes life so much easier, because otherwise you get over here and you're like, you start stitching, you're like, which side was I supposed to stitch? Or you end up stitching the side that you think you were supposed to stitch and then realize that you stitched it wrong, and then you get your best friend seam ripper out. I don't want to get my best friend out today. We had our best friend out yesterday. So we're gonna skip our best friend today. I call it our best friend because you gotta be nice to it. Gotta be nice to it. You want to make sure when you put your squares back together. That may have what happened on yours, Queen of Pies, is that when you put it back together, you didn't have the squares opposites. You want to make sure that when you line it up, you have it opposite. And that's kind of why I line it up and then I fold it over. That way to make sure that we stitch it the correct way. And then I go and add the clip on there to make sure we're stitching the right side. So otherwise, I guarantee you I'll mess up. But that's okay. That's part of quilting. Part of quilting, y'all. See how quickly this goes? It goes really quickly when you got them all clipped and lined up, y'all. Then you just come over here and you just start stitching. So, I mean, you could easily just do one block at a time, but this kind of streamlines it and makes your quilt go a lot quicker. Because we only have 2 hours in the morning, I think we can do it in 2 hours. I got faith. I think we can do it. I think. I'm thinking positive this morning. Y'all hear this positivity? I like positivity. I like a positivity. Like yesterday, I set up a big screen TV, and Cassie, when you walk into the courthouse, look to your left or your right, and look over to the board of supervisors, and let me know what you think of the PowerPoint we created. We got a big screen TV set up with a PowerPoint going in it for information on the courthouse. So. Anybody that's new, I'm a director of IT. I run an IT department for the county I live in. So that's my day job. That is my day job. So this right here, y'all, is stress relief. You gotta have some kind of stress relief, right? So my stress relief is stitching. I love to stitch. Stitching makes me happy. And if I'm not stitching, you know there's something wrong with me, because I don't think there's a day I go by that I don't stitch. So last week, when I didn't even step foot into my sewing room, you knew there was something wrong with me. Because I'm like, I just couldn't even fathom sewing last week. So no, it's not a good thing. I gotta get back to my normal. 3 more to go, y'all. 3 more to go. And once we get this done, we'll get them all pressed open, and then we will add the strips. Add those strips around them. So half of them need to be purple, and then half of them need to be pink. So what we'll do is we'll split them in half, put the strips with them. I think 1 strip per square is what we need. Last one here. Last one. Straight, we're good. Search where it go. There you are. We're doing good so far. It's 5:20, so that's it. Right? I think you can. So what we're going to do is we're going to get these pressed. Once we get these pressed, we'll split them in half, and then half will be purple on the outside and half will be pink on the outside. And we're going to streamline that too. I'm going to show you how we're going to streamline that. We're just going to stitch away, y'all. Thanks for the follow, Kim. Thank you. I appreciate it. And good morning, y'all. Very nice to meet y'all. We are here in Arizona. We are stitching a quilt together. This is a new square we tried out yesterday. So I decided, I was like, because I have so many UFOs. I don't know how many of y'all have a bunch of UFOs, but I got a lot of them. And this is one I want to finish. So if I don't finish it now, I'll never get back to it. So we're going to finish it now. We are going to finish it now. So now what we're going to do is we're going to press that seam open. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. Like I said, if you're in here watching, give us a follow, y'all. Give us a follow. I am so close to 10,000 followers, y'all. So close. And I appreciate the awesome community we've built. This awesome community is very cool. Very cool. So I'm loving the colors, y'all. Loving the colors. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start. So what we need is, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a pink one with this one. Next one I'll have a purple one. It's just over wow, Cynthia, it has been that time, huh? That's crazy. Crazy. How did time fly by so quickly? Miss Cynthia's been with me forever. Miss Cynthia, Miss Amy has been with me for a long time. So, okay, so we're going to put a pink one with this one. Good morning, Beverly. How are you? Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Roberta. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. Good morning, Raymond. Okay, so I'm going to put a pink one with that one. Like I said, we're just going to go every other one. Every other one. Because what we're going to do is we're going to take this four patch, and then we're going to add 2-inch strips around it. One will be pink, one will be purple. Thank you for the heart, me. Thank you. Good morning, Marna. How are you? Good morning, good morning. So now I have that one, and now I'm going to take a purple strip. Put a purple strip with this one, because one strip is exactly the right length. So good morning, guys. Good morning. Let's keep tapping, y'all. Let's keep it tapping. We're at 36K. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, y'all. Doom, doom. Get that one. So now we need a pink one. Put a pink one with that one. So you sew 4 5-inch blocks, and you want the 5-inch blocks 2 different fabrics. So you got 2 of one fabric and 2 of another fabric. So you sew those into a 4 patch. Sew those into a 4 patch, and then you need a 2-inch strip of 2 different. So one block is going to have, on these, one block is going to have purple, one block is going to have pink. And I press seams open. Do you have to press seams open? Absolutely not. You press seams however you want to press seams. Everybody presses them their own way. So whatever you're comfortable with that is what you need to do. So you're very welcome, Deb. You are very welcome. So yeah, you have a 4 patch here, and then you take a 2-inch strip, and then you're going to sew a strip all the way around. So you sew the top, the bottom, and then the 2 sides. Said once we figured out how to do the square yesterday, it turned out pretty cool. It turned out pretty cool. So get that one. So now we need a purple strip. Purple strip. Then come here. Press these open. I like to press open the seams. I like to press open those seams due to the fact of when you're quilting it, because I quilt on the long arm, and sometimes when you're quilting, even in the embroidery machine. Good morning, Suzanne. It'll grab when it hits those seams. So, and you can raise the level of your foot, but sometimes that messes with your stitching. So if you could just press, thanks for the heart, me. Thank you, thank you. If you can just press those seams open, you can tell on this side how much easier it lays flat. So grab a purple strip. Hopefully we have enough strips here. Hoping we have, I got all of it cut out prior to, so we'd be ready this morning. That way we just stitch, just keep stitching. Thank you, Debbie. Thanks for joining. Good morning, good morning. Less bulk. Yes, Deb, less bulk. Absolutely. So less bulk. I hear you, dude. Don't go in the coffee. Good morning, SDR. Let me show you what we're doing. Let me show you. Anybody that's just joined, we created this square yesterday. So this is the square that we created yesterday. So what we're doing is we're finishing that quilt. So we need 9 squares. We got 2 of them done yesterday. So we're going to see if we can get everything else done today. So that is what we're working on. That is what we're working on this morning, y'all. And thanks for hanging out. Thank you for hanging out. So I appreciate it. Come here. Come here. He's like, nope. Nope. I was going to try and catch him so you guys could see him, but if you try to catch him, good morning, Miss Lisa. If you try to catch him, he's like, no, let's play. Go back outside. Come on. Come on. Back outside. Come on. Come on. Outside. Go. Go on. Go on. Outside. Go. Go. Go on. He's like, I know you can't reach me through there. See, this is what happens. I sit and chase him. Come on. Outside. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Here. I got your toy. Here. Come on. Here you go. Come on. Come on. Put your barking in. He's like, no, I don't want to quit my barking. Ah, dogs. Dogs, dogs, dogs. Yeah, you can see him running on. Yeah, he's kind of funny. He is funny. He's like, watch this. I got my package in the mail. I hate to throw it away because, oh, thanks, Lisa. Watching on the TV, and you can see him running around. Yeah, he's kind of funny. He's kind of funny. Kind of funny. So I found out that his favorite thing is a slice of cheese. He likes sliced cheese. So we're going to put you back here. So what made you go live? Annie. So long story. So my daughter-in-law was doing BP. So BP, for any of y'all that don't know what it is jewelry reveals. So she decided one day, she goes, I think you need to do that. I'm like, it's like, I don't need to do that. Well, needless to say, she ended up convincing me. So I got into the jewelry reveals. So I did jewelry reveals for probably almost a year. And I just didn't enjoy it, y'all. It was funny. I go back and watch my lives and I'm like, well, here's this piece of jewelry. Yeah, it's kind of pretty. I'm just not a jewelry person. So, but what I was doing with the jewelry is anybody that got jewelry from me, I would give them a homemade item. So when I did the homemade items, it got to the point where people were coming and getting stuff from me just to get the homemade items. And when I stopped, I'm like, you know what? I'll just keep sewing. So then I started doing same live because I've always been on same time pretty much. So what I did is I started doing just sewing, changed my whole thing, and just doing sewing like this. We were sewing every day. Well, then Joann's closed down, and then a few people were like, man, I can't find fabric. Everybody that I find is like the price of the fabric is like 15 to 16, 18 cookies, And I'm like, well, I get it wholesale for myself. I would be willing to get wholesale for you guys and we can try it. So I got a bundle from my wholesaler, and anybody that's new, my fabric is 8 cookies, y'all. The majority, 90% of my fabric is all 8 cookies. So, and it's a high quality fabric. I don't do the low quality fabric. So I started doing that. So first bundle, well, that took off. So, and they're like, can we get more? So needless to say, every Friday we started doing the fabrics. So I was a popper. Oh wow, Annie, y'all, the things we get into. It's funny. The thing you sit there and think about it. The things that you get into when you start doing these things, and you know, I would have never thought that I'd be here doing this 2 years ago. You know, 2 years ago, I never fathomed going on lives. I had never fathomed doing that. And y'all, I'm glad I did because I love the community. You guys are awesome. Really love the community that we've built. So, and we have lots of fun. And we have, I mean, fun sewing all kinds of stuff out of it. Well, thank you, Miss Amy. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm glad, Shannon. I'm glad. And I've got to meet up with Shannon a couple times. We've had lunch with her. So that's been a lot of fun. That has been a lot of fun. So Shannon, Miss Nikki and I are going to be taking a class at Mole Queens on the 31st. So just as an FYI, if you look at their classes, the 31st is the class we're going to be doing, a bag class. It's on a Saturday. So we decided that we were going to do that. So thank you, Nikki. Yeah, October 31st. I should have said that one, right? Thanks for hanging out, y'all. Okay, last press one. Okay, coolness, Shannon. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Happy Wednesday, Renee. Happy Wednesday. Okay, so we've got this one pressed, and so I'm going to show y'all what we're going to do. Because like I said, one square will be pink, one square will be purple. So thank you for the heart me. Thank you for the heart me. So we've got is we have this square here. So what we need to do, we're going to grab purple. Grab a full piece of purple one. So on the purple, so what you're going to do is you're going to sew the purple. Let me pull it up a little bit so you guys can see. Here's the purple up here, and then purple on each side. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing with the pink. I've never taken any class like that. I'm sure I'll be able to do it. It'll be fun, Shannon, and we'll be there. Nikki and I will be there. So it's not like you're going to be there by yourself. So my daughter is getting married on the 30th. Oh, exciting. Congratulations, Cynthia. Congratulations. Congratulations. That is awesome. Miss Peggy, let me look right quick and see on your, I'm going to check Miss Peggy's shipping right quick. Hold on. Yes, that's awesome. Very cool. Very, very cool. Okay. Customers. Hold on. I'm checking shipping for somebody right quick. And then we'll go back to stitching. Then we'll go back to stitching here. So from the order from August 2nd, Miss Peggy, it says delivered. It says delivered, and it was delivered August 8th. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you for sending that to me, because I think I might get that one. Okay, so let's go over to here. We're going to go back to the sewing machine, and like I said, we're going to stitch this one where we need the scissors here. We need the scissors on this one because we're going to streamline stitch this one too. We don't need the clips anymore. Don't need the clips. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to line this up. I'm going to take the purple. Oops. Oof. Take the purple, and I'm going to lay it down like this. And we're just going to trim as we go. That one I'm going to scissors. You need scissors. So you do is you trim it as you go. Purple. once we get through all that, then we'll come back and sew the other side. Just make sure you're going right sides together, y'all. Right sides together on this fabric. You can measure these if you wanted to. I have no idea what the measurement is, but and I'm just going this way. That way, make it a little bit quicker for us. So I'm trying to get these done in the time we have here. So hopefully. And we can go over just a little bit. I'm not walking this morning. I have physical therapy this morning, so we have to. We might be able to go over just a little bit. So. Just keep stitching. Sometimes that white on white, which is what this pink fabric is that white on white I dyed. And y'all, I need to get some more. I need some different colors. I have some colors, but I want to see if I can find some other colors. I want a teal. I don't know. So many different color choices that I want. So each square is going to need 2 of these blocks. So you're going to need a pink one and a purple one for the squares. Because once we get done sewing the strips around all of them, we're actually going to be sewing each of these together. I'm trying to figure out, just to make sure that we actually stitch it together correctly. Because I think it might be how we lay those blocks together. What makes it. Because I think we want to make sure that they're opposite on the blocks. So. Purple. We just want to make sure that when we sew these back together, that I actually put only purple on the block or pink on the block. We don't put the different color on the block. So I'm testing myself here to see if we can make sure we do it correctly. So hopefully. going fairly quickly, I think. Going fairly quickly, I think. So I'm excited to see what this looks like. Excited here. Like I said, next week is binding week, y'all. He's like, I thought you were supposed to be doing binding. I'm like, I am, but this is a really cool square and I gotta finish the quilt. And he's like, uh-huh. That's funny. And he's right, I need to bind. So guess what? Next week is my binding week. So if you want to bind, come hang out and bind with us next week. So we're gonna be binding quilts because I got a few. I got a few to bind. A few more squares to go on this side. I was doing so well. Purple, pink, purple, pink. Got a little purple and pink. Purple and pink. Now this would be a kind of a fun square at family photos. And then it would almost like make your photos in like a pinwheel. They end up cut up, but I think it'd be okay because you'd end up like a pinwheel kind of. I don't know, just an idea. We may play around with it. Maybe one day. I don't know. Because we found some more squares. Because what we're gonna try and do is a square a week, which, you know, Irie, that means that we're gonna end up with a quilt a week. And we're gonna have to start quilting. I think I got a camera mount that we can do for the quilting. So thinking, because I think it'll mount on the side of my long arm. I think I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it and see. Hopefully. Okay, 2 more squares. 2 more squares for this side, and then we'll go down the other side. 2 more squares on this side. Last one, pink one. Last one. Okay. So now, come back. Seems like it takes a while, but it actually goes fairly quickly. Here. Okay, so now we'll do the other side. So now we've got purple on one side here. Now I need to go purple on this side. So purple on that side. Just got to make sure that we sew the correct color here. Pink on this side, so I need a pink on that side. It's like these colors were like perfect match, y'all. Perfect match on these colors. Thanks for helping me pick colors yesterday. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh. Pink. We're just stitching along here, guys. Stitching along. Where's everybody from this morning? I said, I'm in Arizona. We got people from all over the place, which is cool. Very cool. It's always exciting to see the new places. I almost want to create a map. Like, this is where everybody's from. This is where everybody's from. Thanks for tapping, y'all. Thanks for tapping. Okay, many goes, are you still there? Yep, I'm still there. When we get to the other side, we're just going to finger press those. That way kind of speed the process up a little bit. Just got to remember that when I trim it off that I need to hold both sides open. I did that yesterday and ended up having to sew some more fabric on one. But it still worked. Still worked. It's a little bit easier on that white on white once you dye it to be able to see it. we doing on time? Can't tell what time it is. 5:54. We got, does that say 5:54? 5. It does. We got 30 minutes. I think it's fast too. I was just wondering if Ellie, so we are making, here, let me take a break a minute. So we created this square yesterday. So what we're doing is we're finishing it. We're trying to see if we can get all the squares done and get it pieced. Hopefully. So thank you for joining, and thanks for all the follows, y'all. Thanks for all the follows, and welcome, everybody. Welcome. So we're going to go back over here and keep stitching. Now we got to keep going. Keep going, y'all. I turned the speed up a little bit on my machine, so let's see. It's funny when Abby comes over and visits. She's like, "You're sewing really fast over there." I know, I gotta get things done. My Husqvarna likes to stitch fast. I call him Husky. His name's Husky. My husband loves that machine. It's like you sew with that machine and it sounds like you're sewing with a machine. A few more to go on this side. Then we only got 2 sides to go. Two more on this side. 2 more on this side. Now we'll trim these and get the other two sides. Seems like it takes a little bit, but once you get them all stitched, oh, that actually is bad. That actually wasn't odd. Who's liking this block? Anybody else besides Queen of Pies try this block yesterday? Even though yours ended up a little differently, Queen of Pies, I still liked it. Still pretty. But I think I may know where it happened, and I'll show you on next step. Because I think next step is how it ended up with the two together, I believe, if I'm thinking right. We'll look at it and see. Okay, so this one right here is where I'm going to press those seams open. Hopefully. Hopefully. There we go. Just kind of press that open like that. I kind of use my fingernail. Grab purple. Make sure to fold this one out. Get a bit of press on this side. Thinking what we might do is go ahead and do both sides on this one. You'd have an easier time if you just grab your iron and iron it, but it's all right. It still works. Okay. And I use a starter and a stopper so it doesn't bunch. So if anybody's wondering why I have that starter and a stopper, it's so it doesn't bunch. So I'm just pressing these seams open, just using my fingernail, just kind of a finger press, and then we'll press it again on with the iron once we get them all stitched. I think it took longer to do it the way I just did it, so thinking we're just going to go ahead and continue like we were doing because it's quicker. I know, I feel like I'm talking to myself over here. I can't see y'all's comments. Let's see if maybe I can get some little monitor over here that way I can see what your guys' comments are. Otherwise, I'm just literally sitting talking to myself. It's funny, it gets to the point I end up talking to myself at work. What do you do? Rambling. Sorry, I'm concentrating. I probably should just be talking, but who likes to do those easy blocks that you create a quilt really quick with? Like I said, I don't do intricate quilts. I don't do those that have got itty bitty pieces. Kind of like Nikki's doing a quilt and the color's like, I'm sorry, you're on your own with that one because it looks really, her squares look really cool. I am excited. I mean, I would love to be able to piece one like that, but yeah, no. I don't. I guess the patience is what you would call it, but I like to complete. If I can't complete it in a day or two, yeah, no. I'm like, yeah, no. Almost put my starter and stopper there. Go wait. No, continuing down the line. Continuing down the line. It'll be nice. The next stretch will be the last one. Last one, guys. think for some reason or another I am hungry. I didn't have any more fruit to make me a smoothie, so I need to get some more fruit today. So I can have those smoothies. Anybody else drink smoothies in the morning? I like to make smoothies with like strawberries and bananas and berries. Usually add like protein and some stuff in with it. So. Wrong side. Wrong side. I feel like I'm ignoring you guys. Sorry, I'm really not ignoring you guys. We're just seeing who get this stitched. Stitch, stitch, stitch. Mark is texting. Let's see who's texting. Nothing major. Okay, purple next. I'm glad y'all are chatting over there. Glad y'all are chatting over there. What are you whining about? No. I feel like I'm taking forever, guys. I'm probably like, hurry up, start stitching. Two more, guys. Two more on this side, and then we got one more side to go. The last one will be easy because we don't even have to cut the strips, so. Last one will be easy. It all just fell down. Oh. Okay, last one on that side. We are close, y'all. We are close. Okay. Last side. We're rolling, guys. Rolling, rolling, rolling. I need to put a clock in my silver. We're almost through all 4 sides. Almost through all 4 sides. So once we get through all 4 sides, I'll come back. I'll be able to see you guys chat. So sorry I haven't been very communicative, or is that a word? Is that a word? Did I just make up a word? Who knows? Maybe I just made a word. Social. How about that? Social. We'll say social. Can I say social? I need to put I'm looking at my wall behind me. I could put a small monitor and put a second monitor to duplicate what's on my other monitor. That way I can see where your guys' chat is. Closer to the end. Yay, I'm excited. Few more. 4 more. 4 more. Oh, that one came out. Re-stitch that one. Seam on one came out. I gotta pull all these. Look at all those spurs we did. Look at all those spurs. Get over there. Okay. Purple, purple. Last one. No, we got 2 more. 2 more. 2 more here, guys. Okay. Back over here. All right, here we go, guys. You could do this, guy. You could. Come here. Come here. Come here. He's like, nope. Okay, we're going to turn the iron on. Blazer. No. Okay. So now we have all these blocks. What do we got to do? We got to iron all these blocks, y'all. So I got the iron turned on. So now what we're going to do is separate all the blocks first. And then we will. Good morning, Pearl. How you doing? Sorry I missed your comments. Okay. Get all these cut. Come back to the cutting table. That way you guys can see. Just trimming. What time is it? 7:35. Yeah, took a little longer than I thought it was going to. Like I said, I can go over a little bit today. We'll see. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we will press these. Yeah, it would give it a different look, Shannon. It wouldn't look the same as it does this way. It would definitely give it a different look. Deb, you don't need to apologize for anything. So then you take these, and I think this Queen of Pies, I think this may have been where you came into your issue. So you see if I sandwich it this way, the two whites are together. I'll move it over this way. You see how those two are together? I think we want it this way, where that way they're opposite. So let's do this. So I think that may be our issue. So flip these together. I'm like, where's clips? Right there beside you. Right there beside you. Yeah, is anybody working on a project? I appreciate y'all hanging out while we do this. Appreciate y'all hanging out while we do this. I'm working on book covers. Ooh, how cool is that, Annie? How cool is that? I would think that would be popular with like the high schoolers or, you know, the middle schoolers that they gotta have those composition books. Remember, opposites. Make sure they're opposites when you sandwich them together. Very cool. So if we ever get to the painted canvas, we need to do the painted canvas because I want to do that with you guys. I did book covers with the painted canvases. I can go until about 4 more minutes here, guys, because I gotta get my stuff done. It took a little longer. But I'm still gonna finish this. Still gonna finish this. Right, Annie? Me too. So I'm half tempted to sew on it tonight. I want to get it done. Because this one is getting finished. This one's going to get finished. I can't have a UFO on this one. I got way too many UFOs, y'all. Especially doing these lives. We create squares. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll come back to that one. Uh-huh. Like, yeah. Because what you're going to do is, so you sandwich these squares together like this. Like I said, make sure that if they're opposite when you sandwich them together. And then you take and stitch them all the way around. Once you stitch them all the way around, then you're going to cut it in half, and then you're going to line them up together. You have 3 bins of UFOs. Yeah, I'm with you. I am with you, ma'am. Eventually one day. I say that. Eventually one day. Uh-huh. One day out there. I like to go and grab them and make like bags or something. I sent one of my UFOs to Miss Tammy. See what she'd create. So, but I'm going to come back here. I'm going to have to let you guys go. Like I said, I do have to get to work, but I wanted to go over a little bit, but took a little longer than I thought I was going to. So anybody that has just joined or watching, this is what we're doing. So we're creating this square. I wanted to see if we could get it created and pieced, but took a little longer. So, but I will get it done, and then I'll show you guys the finished piece. So you guys have a good day. Tomorrow's transfer day, guys. If you guys are looking for some transfers, come hang out tomorrow. I got some new transfers for tomorrow. And who knows? Never heard of that before. I have yeah, UFOs, unfinished objects. So unfinished objects, y'all. So, and again, if you guys are not following me, give me a follow. Give me a follow, because that way you guys can come hang out with us in the morning. We are here Monday through Friday, 4:30 to 6:30 in the morning, Arizona time. I'm in Arizona. So come hang out with us. I have a lot of fun watching. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it, Vilma. Yes, not going to, Miss Shannon. Not going to. So you guys have a good day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Transfer day tomorrow. I got some fun transfers tomorrow, guys. So, all right, you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys later.